We're at Lough Erne again today. We're picking up this Bayliner 245 sports cruiser powered by a MerCruiser 5.7L 250 horsepower V8 Bravo III Sterndrive. And this is a boat that we have previously sold a few times, and it's coming back in to go on the market again. We're taking the opportunity while it's still in the water here. We're down at Muckross, just outside Lakeland Marina. We're going to put it through its paces on the water, do a little sea trial video to show you how this boat performs underway. Then it's getting recovered onto the trailer and they'll be coming back up to the showroom. So this is our virtual sea trial of the Bayliner 245. Okay, so the boat is starting on the button. Just make sure you're in neutral and you've got your run switch in the run position, and then turn the key. So TKS, so it fires right up. You don't have to pump the throttle or anything. And we'll turn on our chart plotter. That'll give us our GPS speed. Before we head out, let's take a quick look at the dashboard. So we've got full range of marine instruments. We've got our fuel gauge, voltmeter showing 13.5 volts or whatever, so it's charging okay. Trim gauge, temperature gauge. I've motored the boat out of the marina, so we're kind of up to temperature now. Oil pressure gauge, digital depth gauge gives the depth of water in feet under the keel. RPM, rev counter, and speedo there as well, but we'll get a more accurate speed reading from the plotter as soon as it fires up. We also have, I think we'll put it on the wee combination. So we've got GPS speed up here, chart plotter, fish finder, depth sounder, and we've also got another little fish finder as well, just a dedicated standalone fish finder. It's an older kind of a unit. VHF radio in this boat. Also all the switches for horn, blowers, accessory power, cockpit lights, windscreen wiper, trim tab controls, and everything on this boat is working. It was sold as a stock boat. The beginning of this season, actually the start of the 2024 season, it was a stock boat, so we sold it to the current owner. I don't think it actually made it onto the market at that time. It's for sale again, just due to change in his circumstances. So, but boat's been beautifully kept, service maintained, and it's ready to go. But we're going to take it out on the lake now, put it through its paces, and show you how this thing performs underway. So we're just getting underway here, and I'm sort of going to operate the boat from the seated position, so I'm looking straight through the middle of the windscreen. You can clear the screen with this windscreen wiper. It's quite a big wiper there as well. Throttle and shift lever falls easily to hand, and the gear shift nice and smooth and balanced. That's forward, back to neutral, reverse, so nicely balanced. The drive feels good. There's bags of power on this boat. I mean, it jumps up on plane really quickly. You could ski behind this thing no problem as well if you wanted to. But I'll put the trim tabs down. So we've got the trim tabs down, so that keeps the nose down, gets the boat on plane a bit quicker. It means you can stay on plane down to slower speeds. So here we go. So trim tabs down, drive trimmed fully down. Let's put it up on plane. That's us up and away. So we're on plane. No time, a few seconds, and you don't lose sight of the horizon either. So take the trim tabs off now. So whenever you take the trim tabs off, the nose of the boat rises up a little bit. You can use these to correct the running angle if you're leaning into the wind, so you can use the trim tabs to kind of level the boat laterally, but we don't really need the tabs, so the tab's fully off now. And this is going to be your kind of comfortable cruising speed here. So we're doing 3,000 RPM, and we're cruising at 20 miles an hour, 19.5 knots. That's a super comfortable cruise. Great visibility from the seated position. You can stand up, look through the screen. it's pretty blowy here today, but a wee bit of a chop as well, but this boat bombed through it. Now that we're kind of out from the shelter of the headland, we are running into a bit of a crosswind, so we've got a wee bit of lean on the boat, as you can see. If we want to straighten that up, we just put down the trim tab on the, hit the trim tab switch on the starboard side, that just levels the boat back up again for us. You can really chuck this boat through the turns as well. Feels nice and sporty. Level our trim tabs back off again. Okay, I'll just bring her back to a stop here. So we've got no trim tabs on, the trim tabs are fully retracted. We'll put it back on plane again now with the trim tabs, so you'll probably notice a wee bit more bow rise, but again, because this boat has so much power, it'll be up on plane in no time. But yeah, it is pretty windy out here, especially when we get out beyond the shelter of the land, but it's with the covers up, nice and cozy and not getting buffeted by the wind. You get good visibility all the way around. Okay, so here we go, we're trimmed down, let's go full throttle start. So you can see the nose rises, but it drops pretty quickly, and that's us up and away. So even with the tabs off, it jumps up on plane, and we'll do a full speed run here now. So there we go, this boat's going really well actually. I'm really pleased with how it's performing. So flat out, just shy of 5,000, 4,800 RPM or something, and we were doing 40 miles an hour on the speedo, about 34 knots on the GPS. So it's bombing along. Oil pressures and temperatures are perfect. Temperature hasn't gone above 175, and it's running super smooth, so really nice running boat. One of the things I like about Bayliners is that I know certain people have opinions on Bayliners. I think Bayliners have always been a very good boat. They're built, the engines and boats are built by the same parent company. Brunswick Marine builds the boats, builds the MerCruiser engines. They know how to match the engines up to the hull, so performance is always good. You know, and they're very easy to drive, predictable handling. You know, even as they get older, they age a lot better than other brands. I sometimes find, you know, there's nothing weird or wonderful about them. just kind of straightforward, simple, and for that reason they just work better in the longer term than a lot of other more obscure kind of brands or less popular ones. They built loads of boats as well, you know, so they knew what they were doing. And this one is testament to that. It's doing everything you'd expect it to do. The gauges all work, all the controls are really nice. Chart plotters obviously working well, and the boat's running perfectly. It even took along at this kind of speed. We're doing 4 knots here at like 1000 RPM, so just above tickover. I've got the 2 trim tabs down, so it kind of tracks nicely in a straight line. It's also got a Bravo 3 drive, so you've got counter-rotating props, so if you're sitting cruising through the canals, you can do that in comfort as well. But yeah, comfortable cruising speed on the plane is about 20 knots or 22 miles an hour at 3000 RPM. That's going to be pretty economical. And then flat out, you're doing 40 miles an hour, and it's running really well. So just wanted to take the opportunity while the boat was still on the water to show you how it's performing on the way. That's how this Bayliner 245, I think it's an 06 one, let me double check that, but I'm pretty sure it's an 06 boat with MerCruiser 5.7L V8, and it's the carburetor version, so it makes 250 horsepower, and the carburetor version is a lot more reliable than the MPIs in my experience now at this kind of age as well, so another bonus for this boat. Running great. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and that is how this boat is performing on the way here in October 2024. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Okay, so the boat is on the trailer, and just want to show you the prop size. I always like to show the prop size on these sea trail videos. So standard Bravo 3 stainless steel props, and they're 20-inch pitch, 20p front, 20p rear. So MerCruiser 5.7 carb, 250 horsepower, Bravo 3 drive, 20-inch pitch props. So up to the showroom to get it washed and polished now.